Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Boye Mafe racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football, and then have a better chance to win again this week.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Get it! Six the Eagles! Six the Eagles!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And Walker has it. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Seahawks had 8-3 now. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll audible to something else.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, go.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hurts.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. But first down, Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, They cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
That one good for 26 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Great. Hey, 73.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
73.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
In motion right is Brown.
Here's Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll set up a throw.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On the set.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
79 Broncos.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Running right, here's Walker. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9.
58 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Here's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Isaiah Rodgers.
He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Elliott good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Gets past 1 man. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he will try to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they'll change things up.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll roll him out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. A gear for Walker running right. Nice move at the 40. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl
A 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On second down, it's Walker. 107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. So on fourth down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Sidney Brown with it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
In motion right is Smith.
A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts.
He'll buy some time right, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On second down, Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Hand off here to Walker.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
Still going. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there of 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now they're in the hurry-up.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
Now they're down big here in the
4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Motion left, Smith.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
63, 63, 63. Hey, Silver.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! A.J. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.